Hey guys, it's your buddy Lord. For some reason my recorder's acting weird, so I was doing editing and stuff like that, and yeah, I have to do this again. Anyway, this is the data battles and stuff like that. I promise I'd do this. I'm going to, as you guys can see, I'm level 92. Note that you can be between level 70 and level 100 doing these fights, and I actually started these fights around level 75, 76. Just to keep that as a mental note, and this is critical mode. To show you guys that, these fights are relatively easy. Well, the one I'm about to do right now, I nerfed myself. I put the Kingdom Key on. You really don't need this Full Bloom Plus, but if you can get it, get it. Full Bloom. This you can get from the puzzle pieces that you find are scattered across the worlds. So if you find the puzzle pieces and you put the puzzle together, there you go. This is actually very useful when fighting Lexaeus. I recommend getting this. And so the Shark Charm Plus. It also increases the damage, and this is actually very effective against Zaldin. And these two items I do believe you get during the story. So I also recommend farming some Heartless. If you have Jackpot, Sora and Goofy, I do believe they have Jackpot, and then just equip a bunch of items with that. With that stat, you can just get a bunch of money together, and you can just pretty much just buy a bunch of Ether and High Potions. That's really all you need. A lot of people I see use elixirs, but I don't got time for that bullshit. So Ethers and High Potions will do. Thank you. Alright, I'm frugal. And just to show that I really don't, I don't need any help with this particular fight we're gonna do, I took off the High Potions for Donald and Goofy. They won't be helping me. It's just gonna be me versus the guy that I'm fighting with just the Kingdom Key, as well as a couple nerfs to Sora himself. I took off his MP Hysteria and his MP Haste. MP Rage is still on. And everything else, like negative combo, that stays. I took off. And I think in Proud mode or Standard mode, like, the enemies are easier to juggle, but in critical mode, if you try juggling them continuously in a combo, they'll break out and just attack you. So it's just safer to just be able to get your finisher out than to wait on it. Also, I recommend getting a lot of magic boosts, because that's why, like, if you looked at Sora's thing before, I have a pretty high magic boost, because most of the enemies you're gonna fight require you to reflect their attacks back, or use Reflecta to reflect their attacks back at them. So that it's best to just that and explosion and certain other attacks that Sora does their strength is equivalent to the magic that they have. So this right here, this is from me just farming the data battles. So you can get this too. It's relative, like, depending on who you're fighting, this could be hard or difficult, because only 2 people can have it, Axel and Roxas. So that's something we'll do. That's something we'll talk about at a later date. We're just gonna do one fight. I'm gonna show you guys how easy the fight is, and we're gonna get down to it. So without further ado, let's do it. We're gonna fight. I can't pronounce his name for shit. Lexaeus. And I'm gonna show you the general idea of what to do during this fight. First thing you want to do is get close to him, because he's gonna always do this.
Take this!
Now he's gonna try to dash at me.
Back off! This is it!
And there you go. And that was an easy fight, right? You can you really don't need magic. You don't need your magic to be high to really do this fight, but you see that it's cool. It's a cool incentive to do it. Okay, so I'm gonna explain the 4x4 what just happened. This boss fight is easy because of the fact that you have to just be relatively patient. Watch his movements. All of his attacks that he does, there's a certain way he poses himself when he does it. I don't care if you have to watch this video a ton of times to get it. Trust me, a lot of us could be fast learners, a lot of us are slow. Just watch how he attacks, because every time he starts up, a lot of people think it's fast. It's fast because you're doing stuff during his attacks that make it seem like it's too fast for you to react. If you just be patient and wait for him to attack first and just counter each of his attacks, this fight is just pretty much yours. And just to explain again, this is a weak Keyblade. This is the weakest Keyblade. Once you've gotten all the other Keyblades, this is pretty much the weakest you can get. So, like I said, I don't want people complaining that, oh, that was rather, you're OP, you're too strong. Alright, because you can do that at lower percentages as well. I recommend, for this fight, with whatever Keyblades you want to use, it's up to you. I would recommend getting the Ultima. It's not that hard to get it. You just have to you have to increase your Moogle level and just find all the Orichalcums and chests around the world. And also you have to do the Olympus tournaments. That's it. It's not that hard. You don't have to complete a ridiculous challenge or anything like that to get the ingredients. So if anybody tells you otherwise, just keep that in mind, that it's not that hard to get this Keyblade. You can get it relatively early or relatively late, depending on if you know where all the chests are. But if you don't have that, I recommend using, where is it? Decisive Pumpkin, because Decisive Pumpkin gives you a combo boost. It won't help anything with your magic, but it will help when you have to deal a little bit more damage with finishing moves. So, Guardian Soul would be another choice, but that's only in key situations where you need to get the reach. Because that Keyblade is pretty fucking long, so you can get you could get a good reach with that. And Circle of Life, because it pretty much has the same abilities as the Ultima, but it's only 25%. So you can take, we take what we get. So those are the Keyblades I recommend for the fight if you do not have the Ultimate Keyblade, which you should have at this point. There's no excuse. You should have it at this point. Another tip, if you need to get items and stuff like that, like the Shock Charm and all this other stuff, I strongly recommend just farming a lot. Just go to the Moogle. The Moogle is your friend at this point. Go to him, look at what you need, Do some research online. If you don't know exactly what Heartless drop or nobody drops that particular item, go to the worlds that you know have the highest amount. Farm for a little bit. Go to the Moogle. Keep doing the process, and also find the number 13 Heartless. Find them and just relatively do their challenges, because their challenges give you the items you need to actually get like Shock Charm and all this other stuff. Trust me, you wanna be able to have as much to your disposal as possible when doing these fights, because these fights are not easy. Trust me, I live streamed it. I was live streaming these fights not too long ago, and I was getting relatively flustered by all that was happening. And now that I'm at this level and fighting some of these enemies again, I can see their tactics and their movements, because at first it just hits you like a shock, like you're getting hit by a car or something like that. But once you fight them a couple of times, you start to see their patterns. That's the general idea, is to watch for the pattern. Do that boss fight first, and it's just a matter of patience and luck, and just have a bunch of Ethers equipped, and make sure Donald and Goofy has something to back you up, because like I have like see, they didn't have anything when I fought him. That doesn't say you should do that. All right, I'm just showing you that, like, I'm just showing you the tactics of the enemy by not giving myself advantage, giving more towards, you know, Lexaeus. So just like I said, just do that. Just you trust me, it's really easy. I know a lot of people get frustrated with these fights, because it's really challenging and you don't know what to do. I'm gonna try to help you guys as best as I can, and like I said, it's just a matter of patience. And the next fight I'm gonna do is just to show you that it's not that hard. Well, actually it is hard. What am I saying? Lexaeus, the freaking chick with the lightning powers. I beat her. That was the first one I actually did at level like 75. So we're gonna do her next, but in a different video. So watch this video again if you are confused and don't know how to really combat this character. Also, another thing that I have to say, when he does that meteor dive, you can use Reflect, or you can use Limit Form Strike Rate. Strike Rate has an invincibility frame where you won't get affected by the blast. But duly noted that you have to do it, like, the timing's fucking ridiculous. You have to do it right when the guy is about to dive onto the stage. Because if you do it when he's coming at the stage from all the way in the back, where, you know, when he flew up there in the fight, so you not only waste MP, but he won't continue the attack. So you have to wait for him to get close enough to where, one, he's not hitting the stage, because he'll knock you out of it if you did it too early. So you just do it right before he hits the stage, and you'll get it. But duly noted that when he's doing that attack, he's invincible. But it's good to get health back doing that, and you won't get hit. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, I hope you guys learned a little bit from this video, and I'll see you guys when I do Lexaeus.